Hey there. I'm really glad you're here. I don't know how your week has been, but if it felt a little heavy, a little out of sync, you're not alone. Maybe you've been moving through your days in a fog, or your energy's been stretched thin in ways you can't quite name. I've had those weeks too, and in those moments, I find myself craving softness. Something gentle to hold on to when the world starts to feel a little too loud. Today, I want to share with you 5 gentle ways I reconnect when life feels heavy. These aren't fixes or self-help strategies. They're just small, quiet things that help me feel more like myself again. A kind of emotional recharge, if you will. So if you're here looking for a soft pause, a little energy reset, or just someone to sit with you in the quiet, you're in the right place. Let's start with something simple, watering my plants. It's more than a chore for me. It feels like checking in with something alive and unhurried, something that never rushes me. When I pour water into the soil, I feel like I'm also offering care to myself. These tiny leaves and stems, quietly growing, remind me that slow progress is still progress. And somehow, when I care for them, they give back to me. Sometimes I catch myself talking to them. Not full-on conversations, but little things like, "You're looking brighter today," or "You were thirsty, huh?" It sounds silly, but it makes me smile. There's something soothing about being around something that's just being. No noise, no demands, just quiet life. It might sound small, but in a world where everything demands speed, this little moment of slow living helps me return to a quieter rhythm. Next up, I step outside and let the sun touch my skin. I know that sounds almost too simple, but hear me out. I spend so much time indoors, under artificial lights, staring at screens. Sometimes I don't even realize how much I've been missing the sun until I'm standing in it. Even just a few minutes, standing barefoot on the porch, closing my eyes, feeling the warmth on my face, reminds me that I'm still here, still part of something bright and warm. It's not just about vitamin D, it's about healing energy. It's about that quiet moment of being alive and noticing. And sometimes that sunbeam feels like a hug I didn't know I needed. This has become one of my most grounding daily rituals. It's a small way I reconnect not just with the world, but with my own body, with the awareness that I'm still moving, still breathing, still okay. You might be noticing a theme here. None of these things are loud or urgent. They're soft, and that's the point. In a noisy world, gentle living becomes a form of strength.
This next one always makes me smile because it sounds so small. Drinking water from my favorite cup. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Mine's a chipped ceramic mug I've had for years. But there's something comforting about holding it. It's familiar. It's safe. It's part of my daily ritual that signals to my body, "You're home." I've noticed that when I'm overwhelmed, I tend to forget to hydrate. But somehow, reaching for this cup reminds me to pause, to nourish myself in small, meaningful ways. It's not about the cup itself. It's about creating small joys that are uniquely mine, the little comforts that bring me back to the present moment. Cozy habits like these can be surprisingly powerful.
Okay, so this one isn't something I do exactly. It's something I hear, and every time I hear it, it hits me in the best way. Take your time. Just those 3 words. Instant peace. It's like someone pressing pause on the part of me that always feels like I have to rush or prove or perform. It's a reminder that slowness isn't laziness. It's self-compassion. It's grace. And honestly, I've started saying it to myself more often. In my head, out loud, whispered, whatever helps. Because we all deserve permission to move gently. Sometimes, when I'm feeling anxious, I repeat it like a mantra. Take your time. Take your time. It grounds me. It gives me space. We don't always need solutions. Sometimes we just need softness and permission to go at our own pace.
Lastly, I clean one small space. Not the whole house, not a deep clean, just one surface. A nightstand, my desk, the kitchen counter. Something manageable. When everything feels chaotic, bringing order to even a tiny corner helps quiet the noise inside. It's a simple coping mechanism, but it works. And on days when I feel like I can't do anything else, this gives me a sense of calm, a sense of progress. Sometimes I light a candle afterward or open the window. Let the air move through the space I just cleared. It's symbolic in a way, like clearing mental clutter by tending to physical space. It's one of those mindful routines that brings me back to the here and now, not in a dramatic way, just in a quiet, steady kind of way. You know, we live in a culture that tells us we need to fix things when they break, including ourselves. But what if we don't need fixing? What if we just need softness? The truth is, feeling overwhelmed doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're human. And these 5 gentle practices, they don't solve everything, but they help me return to myself. They offer quiet moments of peace. They remind me that small joys are still valid, that emotional recharge doesn't have to look like a retreat or a big lifestyle change. It can be in a mug, a sunbeam, a few leaves on a windowsill. We all need those cozy, grounding, healing routines, not because they make us more productive, but because they remind us we're worthy of care, even when we're tired. So, if life feels heavy for you right now, I hope something in this episode gave you a little peace. Or maybe it just made you feel less alone. If any of these moments speak to you, I'd love to know. Or if you have your own comfort habits or mindful rituals, feel free to share them in the comments. This space is about gentle living, quiet reflection, and everyday peace. Thanks for being here with me today. I'll see you in the next episode. And until then, take your time, be gentle with yourself, and don't forget to breathe.